Hey guys, welcome back to another review, and today I am reviewing Lean on Pete, starring Charlie Plummer, Amy Seimetz, Travis Fimmel, Steve Buscemi, and Steve Zahn, and was directed by Andrew Hugh? Hi? Andrew High or something. And it's about a teenager gets a summer job working for a horse trainer and befriends the fading racehorse named Lean on Pete. And, well, let's just say something happens and he runs away with the horse. That happens later in the movie, but it's still a part of the plot. So this is a movie that not a lot of people have heard about. I dare even say this is probably one of the most least known A24 films ever. I didn't even know about it until I saw it. I don't know. I think I was like on IMDb and it was in like things you might like, and I'm like, oh, what's that? I like the poster. So then I clicked on it, looked interesting. I watched it, and I liked it. I really do. I love this one. This one's great. I thought it was going to be pretentious, slow, and boring, but it was actually it kept my interest throughout. Let's talk about what I liked about it. I like the acting. The main character, Charlie Plummer, is the biggest. Is the he shines in this movie. He's really really good. Great performance here. Um, Everyone is good, especially Steve Buscemi. He is really good. He's not in the movie much. He's only in the first half, but but the scenes he's in, he's excellent in. And I like Steve Zahn in the movie too, even though he's in it for less screen time. When he's on screen, he's a creepy guy. Okay, in this movie, he's really creepy. Actually got my anxiety up. Oh yeah, and Amy Seimetz, Seimetz. I can't pronounce her last name, but she was really good. Very good acting from all around. All right. I don't know if this is a first time director, but even if he is, it's not. I don't think it's like Hot Summer Nights where it's like that was the first and only thing the guy directed. Um, this movie, good directing here. Very well done, very well directed movie. It's a very good looking movie. Holy crap, the cinematography in this movie is amazing. This is one of the best looking A24 movies ever. The cinematography is gorgeous. The editing is really good. The music is pretty good. Overall, this is a very good movie. It's a very solid movie. Some people may have a problem with its pacing. It is an A24 film after all. A24 movies are just generally slow. Except Hot Summer Nights. That one really wasn't slow. That one was probably the most fast-paced I've ever seen an A24 film be. And let's just say this movie is much more fast-paced than the next film I am reviewing. Which, if anyone watches this and, anyone sees it, you're gonna know that the next one is gonna be slow. Alright, but let's talk more about the positives of this movie. And that's the emotion. The biggest thing about this movie is its emotion. This is a very emotional movie, okay? I'm just going to let you know, this movie is very sad. It is one of the saddest A24 films I have ever seen. This movie is very brutal on the emotions, and it drives it in deep. Uh, wow, I almost cried like 3 times in this movie. It's really, really a emotional movie. And that's mainly due to the relationship with the boy and the horse. This movie, that is the biggest thing about this movie, and that's probably why it takes so long for the main plot of the movie to kick in. It takes over an hour for the actual movie's plot to kick in a 2-hour long movie. Some people may say that's just filler, but I think they use that filler to develop the relationship with the horse and the boy. So it is filler, but it's good filler because they used it. They didn't use it on random stuff. They used it to develop the boy and the relationship with the horse and even the trainer and just the overall situation. And another thing I liked about this movie is that they didn't go into. When I saw his dad in the movie, I thought his dad was going to be like a drunk, abusive jerk, and he wasn't. He was actually a cool guy. So that was cool. And then there was, alright, but yes, the relationship between the boy and the horse is what drives this movie. It is a strong friendship, despite it being with a horse and a boy. But people having strong bonds with animals is not really anything I find shocking. I mean, one of my dogs I have a very strong bond with. So yeah, it's a very, you know, very great relationship between this boy and this horse, or friendship between this boy and this horse. And it really works very well. It's definitely a very, it's just, it's adorable a bit, okay? Not really adorable, but it's it's just, it's so, you know, you know what I'm trying to get at, right? I like it. It carries the whole movie. And then there is the ending, which I think is great. I like the ending. It's very ambiguous, but like most A24 movies endings, you might catch a theme here. Like if you watch as much A24 films as I have, you will definitely catch the themes and stuff and cliches in A24 films. Some of them, I will admit, do feel like parodies of themselves. Like the next one I'm going to be talking about does kind of feel like a parody of itself. It does feel like a parody on A24 movies, even though it's supposed to be serious. But this movie is actually really good. But, alright, let's talk about negatives. I have a few nitpicks. One, I think the movie's a little too long. There were some moments where I thought the movie was going to be over, and then I kept going for another 30 minutes. And I'm like, all right, movie over? Nope, still going. How much time the movie have? 30 minutes. Okay. The movie's slow pace really does show at times. Like sometimes you're really into it because of the relationship with the horse and the boy, but then other times you're like, okay, pickup movie. And this movie is not like an action movie. It's not a thriller. There's no authorities chasing after this boy and this horse. It's just them walking around for the last hour in the movie. Well, not really, but no spoilers since a lot of people have not seen this movie. It's on my Letterboxd account. It's one of the least rated movies I've seen when I go to my A24 tags. It's the lowest. So that just proves how much people know about this movie. But this movie, yes, the pacing of the movie does show in some scenes where you're like, oh my gosh, movie, pick up. And then, and I will admit this, it didn't feel long when I watched it, but then when I looked back, I'm like, holy crap, that was long. And the second half feels like a completely different movie. Like the first half it feels like a not Sandlot, but a very same feel to like Stand By Me and Sandlot, just with more cursing. And then the last half feels like I don't know, like, what is it? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but without the fun. Stuck, homeless, without money, without transportation, just stuck. Only except, unlike Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where it was funny, this movie is... Just imagine if it was just sad. So, yeah, and there was, like, literally no one to help. Yeah. Oh, boy, the last half of this movie is hopeless. Sorry about the yawn. Sorry. I woke up very early this morning. Alright, not very early. 7 o'clock isn't too early, right? Right? Okay. So, those are my biggest problems with the movie. Alright, so in conclusion, Lean on Pete is a actually very good movie. If none of you seen it, which I have a feeling a lot of people haven't, go check it out. Go find it somewhere, rent it. Like I recommend all the A24 movies I review, I highly recommend. Even though I may not love them, I still recommend you see them to support the filmmaker. And this one especially, this is a very good one. I'm going to give Lean on Pete an A- and as a must-see. So if you've seen Lean on Pete, what did you think about it? And if you like this review, give it a like, and I will see you guys next time.